So what are these key capabilities? One is now we ask, don't query. Again, used to be the case that I worked with a person who was a big data SQL ninja at a startup one time. Everybody was like, you got a problem, you need to retrieve data efficiently from a massive database, go talk to this guy because he can do it for you. Now you just give natural language. You say, hey, giant database, I'd like to know the following thing, and it can go and compose queries for you. Now, there's still a role for these data ninjas because they can do things with respect to efficiency that I think modern systems have a hard time for. But for most query uses applied to structured data, you can just go language to a query and get it back. So ask, don't query. Then there's sort of reading the unread, which is we have a lot of unstructured data. So think about piles of documents, PDFs, medical records that have tons of text in them, for example. Now you can go unstructured to structured on demand. You can say, hey, language model, there's a pile of documents over here. Tell me something about the documents in aggregate, and it can go do it for you. Then on the lower left-hand side, gluing the ungluable, this gets back to this notion that you used to have to do formal integration, but now AI can kind of coordinate those coordinations across systems, do so dynamically as needed, and they're not constrained by whatever rules people came up with when they were trying to do formal integration. And then finally deciding in context. So the recommendations that you might get can be delivered inside the tool that the user's already in. So if I'm in HubSpot and I'm, working on customers, I can actually have a window that pops up inside HubSpot. I ask it some questions, I get the result, and then that information can actually modify what's happening inside HubSpot. So I don't have to go from this spreadsheet over here that somebody built and then kind of manually enter it into HubSpot.